Welcome back to Let's Play Hot Wheels Ultimate Racing. This place looks new to me. Oh, we actually have water now. I do like the detail of there being green something or another on the track where all the water is falling. Oh, hi. Reptiles. Off we go. Oh, laggy again. Oh, I saw these races start off laggy. Can I see who's in front this time? So I have no idea who that is. Oh, guess not. Okay. Oh, whatever I guess. Let's see how we can do here on our first try. Take this snake! Boom! I feel like that would hurt the snake a lot more than it hurt me. I'm not sure I agree with the game's decision on how that would end. Okay, look, you need to pay some attention to gravity, right, game? Come on here. Ow. Partly because it's really awkward trying to steer when you're rotate at a 9-degree angle. Awkward animation that Snake has doesn't really have an animation for moving, I don't feel like. It just kind of shifts left and right without explanation. Yeah, rust. Give the car a good wash. Unfortunately, I don't think most Hot Wheels cars have windshield wipers. It reminds me, though, that one effect I always really liked in World Race. It's definitely the prettiest Hot Wheels game, I think, that I played out of all of them. Is it? Man, it's hard to compare to... It's tied between that and Snapchat Challenge. I feel like Snapchat Challenge had effects and whatnot, but there were little things like the water hitting the camera and whatnot in World Race that I love too. Look, man. I'm not saying I'd come out from that unharmed, but I don't think that Snake's skull would be faring very well after that. Regardless. For some reason, I just now had a temptation to try to drift right as I go off the jump, try to do 360s like I did and beat that all that time ago. I don't think I can really get my speed above that. It's hard to tell when my speed's capping out or not. Whoa, Danny, what happened to you? Take that, Danny. And other me, I think. Jeez, guys. It's hard to tell when my speed's capping out because I can't see the actual numbers. It helps a lot when I have the digital speedometer. Anyways, so that's the one. And who could we call this but XD3? We needed another robot anyway, so hooray! It's quite the car, though. Like, who came up with that? I appreciate that it's in this game. But we're gonna break out XD3. Finally, after all this time again, actually sporting it something closer to its original look, too. Oh man, we're actually at the very end. Okay, well, we'll probably save Ultimate Challenge for the last challenge. Although we might still play as a couple of cars or after that or something, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the plan is right now for trying to play as... I'd like to play as all the game's cars at least once, but that might not happen. Anyways... Governor looks pretty governor. There's a good chance I'll play as them later. So here's XD3. Yeah, it looks like they have good acceleration if nothing else. Also notice this game tells you what the brake force is, but doesn't tell you how heavy the car is. I don't know if that really... if you can really compare all the brake forces or not. Maybe they're just assuming that all the cars have the same weight somehow. Maybe. Anyway, so play as XD3 next. You better come in red. I'm so disappointed in your game. Okay, what's XD3's next favorite color? I don't think they have a next favorite color. Like, they're usually red. Game. Well, could be green for Metacog, or purple, no, green for Gearhead or purple for Metacog. Not as in this would be one of those guys, but XD3 could be trying to imitate one of them now. I might go with this. I don't think I'm gonna want any of these. Honestly, I might just do this. I really wish I got a color slider for this game, so I can make this the color I want it to be, but I don't know, that's a very Metacog purple. More than that, it's a Gearhead green. I'm gonna go with that. It's closer to the color this thing's supposed to have anyways. And I want to say XG3, the original XG3 car, did have some yellow on it. It did have yellow on the tip at least, so I could give it that. So the front tip would have some yellow on it. Not sure. In any case, at least it did have... Oh man, everything's the same color now. Something like that, I guess. It's the best we have, I think. Let's go with that. Alright. So XD3 is not a big monstrous whatever anymore. They're tuned for more traditional racing after all this time, not for fighting. So let's see if XG3 can make up for the issue that Race Game had a while back, if Race Lightning hasn't already, for that matter. Who will you play as for the final event? Collection of events. Ultimate Racing is actually a pretty good question too. I might just keep up the alternation, see how it goes. In any case. Was that the only car we unlocked? Yeah, we usually unlock one car for those, I think. Okay. Volcano 1, again. Game, stop making me redo these. It's getting a little old. It's quite the car here. Did I ever figure? Yeah, I decided what that was. Oh, we have a couple golden cars here this time. Oh, there's Midriff. Hey, Midriff. I'm calling Midriff Alex. I think I might have said that already, I'm not sure. But Midriff is definitely Alex. I mean, it's a car with low profile, so... Boom. Oh, this is that one track that's a bit hard to get boost on. This car, as you would think, controls quite nicely, at least compared to Slingshot. It might just be that I'm used to playing a Slingshot. Darn it, I thought there would be an invisible wall there. Sometimes this game has invisible walls if you don't track, sometimes it doesn't. It's kind of weird. I almost made that turn. Alright, the slow motion effect is working again. Cool. It's because the game isn't skipping any frames. I'm not sure if that was worth it. Interesting landing there, XD3. Do you have some air brakes or something? You shouldn't. This is supposed to be good, pure, clean racing. You don't need another concern about cheating like we did last time. Okay, chicane! That I really can't approach properly. After having played Wipeout, I never like going through chicanes anymore, because in Wipeout, chicanes are made so much easier by the fact that you could literally just shift to the side as you went through them. This is not the way I want to go. So you could actually form pretty good racing lines through them. Shot without much concern about anything. Ah. Whereas in this game, and in most racing games with chicanes, you have to either try, depending on how sharp they are, you have to either go through them super slowly, or you can try to come up with a better racing line than that, but that's kind of awkward. Yeah, I hit an invisible wall there. It's kind of weird. Regardless, let's see if somebody can lap with their competitors again. Like, what was it? Like Slingshot managed to before, and there's a reason Slingshots are the original Golden Tetrad. But here you can get through most of it. It's the turn that comes after the chicane that really messes you up. I don't know if there's any good way to go through it that, but I doubt there is. Which, of course, I'm basically speaking as if you should always be able to run through every turn of the track, oops, at full speed, which is definitely not the case. Although it tends to be fun that way. So, do you want a nice, authentic, skill-based racing experience, or do you want to have fun going fast? Those two things aren't mutually exclusive, of course, but in the case of chicanes and some similar terrain, they feel kind of at odds sometimes. Alright. Alright, so last lap anyways. Oh, keep going, XG3. Not on the wall. XG3, explain this to me. Is there something you're not telling us, XG3? You better not be cheating. I'm really concerned now. Even if you do have... I doubt you have reality working powers of your own, but if you do, you shouldn't be using them. I'm gonna have to give that another look and see what really went on there, because it looked like C3 was just basically just driving on air sideways. Does XC3 have some jets or something? I mean, it's a jet-inspired car. Is it literally a NOS? Interesting. I see. Does it still have some jet parts? Is XG3 using them when they shouldn't? You might have to disqualify XG3, which in that case could actually end up in humans having an edge by the end of this between that and the issue that Racecam had a while back. I don't know why I'm watching this. So what do we have? We have Silhouette, we have 60 Angels, it's actually yellow, we have Swoopy-Doo, we have Slingshot. Oh. What's that? Oh yeah, we have Alex. Ah. Go away, Swoopy-Doo. And no surprise Alex is the one leading it back in these races, of course. Whoa! Swoopy-Doo, stop that. You're not one of the main competitors here. Stop pretending like you are. You're really angry if Midriff doesn't have a red paint job. Much like I was angry that this car doesn't have a red paint job. Ow. And see, the thing is, if this game doesn't let me... There's almost a fact degree to which it's more disappointing to have choice but not have the choices you want than it is to not have any choice at all. Like, I don't really expect any given racing game to let me choose the colors of my cars or anything like that. But if it is going to let me choose colors, I'm going to be really disappointed if I can't choose the color that I want. Which is the exact situation I find myself with this game. That part just feels luck-based, honestly. And you can probably, well, even if you see that it's coming, if you learn to pick it out, the tentacles, I still don't really know to what degree you can really dodge them effectively. At least not without losing a ton of speed that you would have lost enemies by hitting them. Not to mention the boost you lose, but you get a lot of boost by getting through that, so I don't know. Maybe it is worth it. It's like I drop down 2 entire gears every time I... Ow. Use the handbrake. Come on, you're moving. Alright. I got this time. Here we go. Speed, XG3, speed! Zoom! I'll hit my top speed there. Looked like I did. Yeah, XG3 is now a machine built for speed. XG3, I suppose, is just the adaptable one. And Racecam is built for racing. Metacoga and Gearhead are fighters, but XG3 is whatever they want to be. You see them take some pretty wildly different forms for these different purposes. I'm bummed now that Silhouette isn't actually a car that's all black. And when was the last time Silhouette was in a car that was really all black? It would have been, I guess, a game I could actually use texture hacks on. Maybe I'll eventually find another car that Silhouette seems okay for, and then I'll put somebody else in the car that Silhouette's on right now. But I don't know what that'll be or when. In any case, I'll see you guys next time in the next episode. Let's play Hot Wheels Ultimate Racing. Bye, everyone.